In your algebra or sa arithmetic natin, meron tayong tinatawag na basic operations, di ba? So, mga basic operations natin, yung addition, subtraction, multiplication, yan. So, dito, sa ating signals, meron din tayong mga basic operations that can be done on discrete time signal and continuous time signal. No? So signals can also be added, can also be subtracted, multiplied, and there are other operations na i-discuss natin later on. But the first four operations are performed along the y-axis or in our x-axis. No? So tingnan muna natin yung una. So the first thing is when you add continuous time signal. Okay? So in this first graph, this is our x1 of t. This is our continuous time signal 1 plus or added to our continuous time signal 2, x sub 2 of t. And then this is the resultant. Y of t is equal to the summation of your continuous time signal 1 plus continuous time signal 2. Okay? So this particular operation involves the addition of amplitude of two or more signals at each instance of time or any other independent variables which are common between two signals. Okay, so addition of signals is illustrated in this diagram. Again, these are two time-dependent signals performing the addition. So let's start, let's say at time t is negative 2. No? At time t negative 2, for x1 of t, our signal is 0. Sa second signal at time negative 2, our signal here is positive 2. So i-add lang natin, this is 0 plus 2 at time t negative 2 sa resultant, this is equal to 2. Because 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. Okay? So let's look at time t negative 1. At time t negative 1 first signal, our signal here is 2. At the second signal at time t negative 1, our signal is 2. So 2 plus 2 here is equal to 4. So at time t negative 1, our signal is 4. Okay? So nag-a-add up lang tayo every time na tinitingnan natin yung signal or yung amplitude ng mga particular signals at specific time. So let's say at time 0 here, our 0 here is amplitude 2 or signal 2. Time 0 here is 2, so 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So at time 0 here, the resultant is equal to 4. Okay? So this is for continuous time signal. We can also multiply continuous time signals. So let's say this is x1 of t multiplied to x2 of t. Ito yung product niya, y of t. This is another signal. Okay? So it's the same process that when you multiply the signals or the amplitude of each continuous time signal, ilalagay lang siya natin dito sa resultant. So at time 3, at time negative 3 here is 0. At time negative 3 here is positive 1. So 0 times positive 1 is 0. Kaya ang negative 3 natin dito is 0. At time negative 2 here is positive 1. Negative 2 here is also positive 1. So 1 times 1 is equal to 1. That's why negative 2 here is equal to 1. Up siya dito ng isa. Okay? So let's say at time t is equal to 0. Time t is equal to 0 here is 2. Time t is equal to 0 here is also 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. At time t is equal to 0, the amplitude or the signal here is equal to 2. Okay? So parang every specific time ng bawat signal, ano yung signal niya, and then i-multiply mo lang siya. Okay? So let's proceed with the basic signal operations performed on independent variable t. Kuya, kailangan mo? Sige. So for these signal operations, we will now be performing this with our independent variable t. Okay? So let's first apply time shift or time shifting. So what is time shifting? Time shifting of signals is probably the most important and the most widely used among all the basic signal operations. Ito yung pinaka ginagamit no, for signal operations. It's generally used to fast forward or delay a signal. Okay? So, for continuous time signal x of t, ang tinatawag nating shifted version, let's say meron tayong x of t, this is our original signal. And then, our shifted version of the x of t is x of t minus k. No? This x of t minus k is what we call the shifted version. Paano natin, pag sinabing shifted, mag-move siya. No? So, this k is a certain value. It's a scalar value, any value that is that can be represented by k. It can be positive, it can be negative. But if your k is a positive number, your signal or your shifted signal is delayed. Okay? So if your k is positive, then it is the same x of t minus k, but your signal is delayed. If your k is negative, so ibig sabihin kung negative yun, negative times the minus here, it will be plus. Diba? X of t plus k because your k is negative. So your signal here will be advanced. So dalawa lang yung magiging values natin, no? If k is positive and if k is negative. This is during time shifting. Okay? Now, let's say this is our original signal. Your k is at 0. This is your x of t. Now, if k is positive, meaning your k is greater than 0. What are those? Those are positive numbers. So, if your k is positive numbers, saan mag-shift yung ating original signal? Basically, mag-shift siya papunta sa right side because nandun lahat ng positive numbers greater than 0. Okay? Nag-shift siya papunta sa right side. Ang nag-iba lang ay time, hindi nag-iba yung amplitude ng signal. So, if your k is positive, the time shifting here is delayed. Okay? So, parang magkaiba na nag-move siya sa right side pero ang signal mo delayed. But the signal being delayed or being advanced depends on the value of the k, of our scalar value k. Now, again, from the original signal, tingin ulit sa original signal. So from this particular signal, if your k is negative, what are negative numbers? Nandun lahat siya sa left side. So mag-move yung original signal natin sa left side. That is the value of your k. No? Now, kung negative yung k mo, ang magiging label ng ating graph ay x of t minus k. Ito na. X of t plus k because your k is negative. So pag yung k, yung ating signal nag-move naman dun sa left side, yung time shifted natin ay tatawagin nating advanced signal. Okay? Parang baligtad siya, pero ang tingnan na lang natin yung value ng k. If k is positive, it will move on the right side. If k is negative, it will move on the left side. So that is time shifting. Okay? Ang nagbabago lang is the time, yung amplitude hindi siya magbabago. Okay. For discrete time, it's the same characteristics of continuous time. There is still this k, the value of k that will depend if your signal is delayed or advanced. So if your k is positive, again, your signal is delayed. If your k is negative, then your signal will advance. Okay? So, let's have an example. For discrete time signal, this is our discrete time signal. Okay. So, yun yung original graph natin. If your k is equal to positive 2, yung magiging graph natin will move by 2 units on the right. Okay? So, your k is positive 2. That's why ito na yung ating signal, x of n minus 2. Positive 2 yung k, mag-move siya ng 2 units on the right. So, kung ito yung titingnan natin, kung itong part na to, yung graph na to, yung titingnan natin, mag-move siya ng 2 unit, mapapapunta siya sa 6. Sa n na 6. Initially, nandun siya sa 4. So, mag-move siya ng 2 units. Mapapapunta siya sa 6. But it's not only that particular signal. It's the whole signal. The whole signal that will be the right. Okay? So, if your k is negative 3, okay, so from the original signal, your k is negative 3, the shifted version will be x of n plus 3. Kasi yung k mo is negative 3. So, since negative yung k, mag-move naman siya sa left side. Nandun yung mga negative numbers, di ba? So, from the original, tingnan naman natin yung the same. Tingnan natin yung last signal, yung last impulse. No? Since yan ay 4, nasa 4 siya originally, mapapapunta siya sa 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? So, nandito na yung ating last signal, nasa 1. Originally, nasa 4. Yung k mo is negative 3. So, lahat ng signal na yan, mag-move papunta sa left side. But, your equation is x of n plus 3. Okay? That is time shifting. Time shifting for continuous time. Time shifting for discrete time. Okay? So, time reversal was already discussed in our previous meetings. Time reversal is just a reflection of signal along the y-axis. Okay? So, the signal xt can be reversed about time is equal to 0. And then you just replace t by negative t. Replace t by negative t. Yun na yung time reverse natin. Nag-reflect siya along the y-axis. Ganun din for discrete time. No? Magre-reflect siya along n is equal to 0. So it's just folding or reversing. And then we just change the positive n to negative n. Okay? So, time reversal yan. The second operation of signal is what we call time scaling. Ano naman ang time scaling? Time scaling of signals involves the modification of the periodicity of the signal, keeping its amplitude constant. Hindi pa rin magbabago yung amplitude, ang magbabago pa rin ay time. Okay? So, for example, for our continuous time, this is our original signal. No? With a certain amplitude, sabihin na lang natin. But yung time natin is from negative 2, 0, and 2. This is our original signal. Okay. Now, ano yung time scaling? Time scaling is when you multiply the K to our IV, to our independent variable. Kanina sa time shifting, naka-minus siya, di ba? X of t minus k. Dito, x of k times t. Okay? So, again, since k is just any number, if k is less than 1, what are those number less than 1? Alam na naman natin. So, yung ating signal will be stretched or will be expanded. If you will notice, from 0 to 2, na-stretch siya from 0 to 4. And from 0 to negative 2, naging 0 to negative 4. So, na-stretch yung signal natin. No? If your value of k will be less than 1. The other factor here is if your k is greater than 1. Ano yung mga greater than 1? Any numbers greater than 1 to infinity, your signal will be compressed. That's why here, ang nakalagay ay compression if your k is greater than 1. Wait lang guys. Kuya, matagal yan?
Oo, ako pala ano.
Matagal po ba yan?
Ano naman no, mga...
Kasi lilipat.
Pahingi ko.
Hala, hindi nga daw ako marinig. Sige po, sige, hintayin ko na lang. Okay. Teka lang. Saan na yung aking... Okay. So again, pag yung value ng k natin ay greater than 1, mako-compress siya. Ang lagi Naririnig niyo, Lance? Hindi naman. May nagtidrill. Naririnig niyo ba yung drill? Uy, wala ka naririnig. Inaayos kasi yung aircon dito sa faculty room. So, wala tayong choice. Anyway. So, compress from 0 to 2, naging 0 to 2.
Lalim pa na ito.
Okay.
So
let's have an example. Time reversal. Dali lang to kasi nagawa na natin to, di ba? Time reversal, we are just determining the negative of the IV. Okay? So if this is our original signal, when you time reverse this, magmi-mirror image lang siya, magre-reflect lang siya sa y-axis, ito na yung kanyang signal. Okay? For letter B, if this is your original signal, x of t, ano yung kanyang time reverse, malilipat lang siya dun sa kabilang side. Okay, again, time reversal. Yung time, kung ano yung first word na nandito, time reversal, time shifting, yun yung magbabago. Yung time yung magbabago, hindi magbabago yung amplitude. Okay? So this is 0 to 2, naging negative to 0. From 0 to 3, naging negative 3, 0. But the amplitude is the same. Okay? Time reversal. Paano pag amplitude reversal? Amplitude reversal is negating the whole signal. Okay? Yung buong signal yung babaguhin natin. So, bakit siya tinawag na amplitude reversal? Tingnan natin yung part na to. So, this is 0 to 2, yung ating time. Kung ito ay amplitude reversal, amplitude ang magbabago, hindi magbabago yung time. It should be 0 to 2. So, kung kukunin natin yung negation o yung negative side ng signal na to, magre-reflect lang tayo along the x-axis. Pag nag-reflect ka along the x-axis, ito lang yung mangyayari sa kanya. Okay? The time is not changed. Naging 0 to 2 pa rin, but the amplitude from, let's say, this is 2, naging negative 2. Nagbago yung amplitude. Okay? The same with this second example, x of t. So this is amplitude reversal, negative of the signal, negative of the signal. The time is the same, 0 to 3, but the amplitude nagbago. Okay? Amplitude reversal. Next, let's have an example for time shifting. Yan. Our time shifting here is x of t plus 2. Anong value ng k dito?
Negative 2 po.
That's correct. Your k here is negative 2. Let's say, ang binigay ay hindi graph, ang binigay ay function representation. Diba? Ito yung isang way kung paano natin maisulat yung isang signal. Function representation. Okay. So, anong sabi? Yung x of t daw natin ay 0 if your t is less than 0. So, kung isusulat natin siya, no, let's say ito. Okay, x of t is 0 if your t is less than 0. What are those numbers less than 0? Lahat ng negative numbers dito sa side na yan. So, 0 na daw siya. Okay, now, your x of t is equal to 2 if your time is equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 2. So, from 0 hanggang 2. Ano daw yung amplitude niya? 2. Okay na po. Matagal pa po. Mga ilang minutes po yan. Ako po aalis muna. Guys, maglilib muna ako and then babalik na lang ako ulit. Ha? At sobrang ingay. Okay. Okay, for time shifting, naririnig na ako, Ana.
Yes po.
Okay, wala na kasi akong second monitor, so yan. Okay, so for x of t plus 2, your k here is negative 2.
Ma'am, hindi pa po nakapresent yung ano.
Ay. Wait. Oo nga. Okay, so x of t plus 2, our time here, our k here is negative 2. So, kaya naging x of t plus 2. So, again, sometimes we need the problems are function representation and not a graph agad. Ano? So, you have to transfer this or convert this to graph para alam mo kung saan siya mag-shift or kung anong itsura ng graph na isi-shift mo, na ita-time shift mo. Okay? So, again, from our figure here, this x of t is equal to 0 if your t is less than 0. Again, what are those less than 0 negative numbers? So, this equals to 0. From 0 to t, our amplitude here is 2. From t greater than 2, numbers greater than 2 are all higher than 2 numbers to infinity, and this is also 0. So basically, ito yung magiging signal mo. Dapat marunong kang mag-convert from function to graph. Okay? Ang sabi dito, this is your original signal, x of t, no? X of t pa lang to. X of t, x of t. Ang kailangan natin ay x of t plus 2, meaning the signal x of t will be shifting to the left because your k is negative 2. So from 0, mag-shift siya papunta dun sa left. Naging mukha lang siyang mukhang time reverse siya, pero actually nag-move siya talaga dito sa part na to. It moved the signal time shift or move from negative to 0. Okay, so this is time shifting. Let's have another example. What if you determine the time shifting x of t minus 2 sa signal na to? Okay, this is our original signal. Your value here, your k here is equal to positive 2. Therefore, this signal will move by 2 units on the right. Okay? Because your k here is equal to 2. So, magmumove lang siya. So, magiging bagong time niya is from 0 to 4. Okay? It's the whole signal that will be shifted. So, this becomes 4. Okay? And time shift siya. And then, for amplitude shifting, since this is amplitude shifting, amplitude yung magbabago, time will be the same. Okay? So, pag amplitude shifting, it's the whole signal that is being added by 2 units. So, huwag kakalimutan yung part na yun. So, if we have the same given, x of t is equal to the same given. So, pag kinonvert natin yan sa graph, ito din yung magiging itsura niya sa graph. Pero sa amplitude shifting, all this x of t will be added by 2. So, this will be added by 2, by 2, and by 2. So, our time shift will be 2 If t is less than 0, it is 4. If t is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 2, and it will be 2 if your time t is greater than 2. So since amplitude shifting siya, magkakaroon tayo ng difference sa amplitude. Ibig sabihin, sa part na to, magiging na siyang 2. That's why this is now 2. So, pwedeng lagyan natin siya para hindi siya putol. Lagyan lang natin siya ng arrow. Ibig sabihin, it will be continued up to negative infinity. And lagyan lang din natin to ng arrow para hindi siya mukhang putol, no? So, it is 2 if your time t is less than 0. And it is 4 if it is from 0 to 2. From 0 to 2. And if your t is greater than 2, it will now be also equal to 2. Kaya ito ay 2 din. So again, pag amplitude ang nag-shift, amplitude will be the same. I will change. Itong time ang the same. This is the same time. Hindi nagbago. Okay? So since ang part na to, yung signal mo tumaas, this is also called upward shifting. Okay? This is upward shifting. So another example for this, let's say your amplitude shifting equation is x of t minus 2. Okay? So from the original functions representation, ito pa rin yung graph niya. So this is minus 2 for all the x of t for all signals. So 0 minus 2 is negative 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So this is your new x of t. Okay? So mag-move lang siya pababa. So from all the negative numbers, it will be equal to negative 2. So lagyan lang ng arrow doon, tapos lagyan lang din ng arrow para it continues up to positive infinity then. Okay? So it will be 0 if your time is from 0 to 2. So this is 0. Okay? So again, yung amplitude yung nagbago, yung time hindi. So this now, since the signal goes down, this is our downward shifting. This is also called downward shifting. Okay, time shifting, kanina, is when you move your signal horizontally. Pag amplitude shifting, it will be moved vertically. Okay? So example for time scaling. So I have here 4 examples. Let's say x of 2t. The next is x x of 1/2 t. The next is 2xt and 0.5x of t. Okay? So, ito yung kunin natin. This is our signal. It's function representation. Parehas din ng given kanina. 0, 2, at 0. So, malamang ito rin yung kanyang equivalent. So, kailangan nating matutunan yung pag-convert from function to graph. Now, since this is x of 2t, our k here is equal to 2. What do you think will be our signal? Will it be compressed or will it be stretched? If k is 2.
Stretch po.
Ma-stretch.
Compress.
compressed po.
Mako-compress. Ano talaga? It will be, ano sabi ko? It will be compressed, no? If your K is equal to 2, it will be compressed. So, kung mako-compress siya, magbabago yung time niya. Hindi magbabago yung amplitude kasi time scaling to. So, your letter A graph will be like this. Okay? So, from 0 to 2, na-compressed siya from 0 to 1. Amplitude is the same, 2. Okay? Now, for letter B, x of 1/2 t. Your k is less than 1. So, obviously, kabaligtaran ng letter A, in this letter B, your graph or your signal will be stretched or will be expanded. Okay? This is 1/2. Your k here is equal to 1/2. So it will be stretched from 0 to 4. Okay? So, ang titingnan nyo, dapat bago na. Pag kayo nag-drawing, bago na yung label, x of 2t na, bago na yung label, hindi na yung original. Kasi may mga minus points pag mali. Pag wala kang t dito sa x, mali din. Mamaminusan ka rin dyan, no? So, make sure kompleto yung label ng graph. Okay. Now, sa time scaling, ang titingnan mo daw dito, ang tip actually, para malaman ay, kung yung value mo ng k, from the k, kunin mo daw yung inverse niya. Okay? So, let's start with letter A. So, ang k mo dito ay 2. Ang k mo dito ay 2. Kunin mo yung inverse niya. Sa isip mo lang, kunin mo yung inverse niya is 1/2. No? Kung 1/2 yan, i-multiply mo siya dun sa duration. So, 1/2 times 0 is 0. 1/2 times 2 is 1. No? So, mako-compress yung signal mo. So, if your k here is equal to 1/2, this is your k sa letter B, kunin mo yung inverse niya, yung reverse niya, that is 2. No? So, i-multiply mo lang siya sa original. So, 0 times 2 is 0. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So, ganun yung tip daw para sa time scaling. Okay? So, for letter C, kung mapapansin niyo itong sa letter C, this is 2 times x of t. So, it's 2 multiplied to the whole signal x of t. Okay? At yung isa naman ay 0.5. So, ito ay 2, ito ay 0.5. So, tingnan natin sa letter C. This is the original signal. Again, this is a signal multiplied by a constant, 2. Ibig sabihin, ang magbabago dito is the amplitude. Okay, 2 times the original signal. Okay, so again, so this is 2. 2 times 2 magiging 4. Okay. And for letter D, that is 0.5. So, malamang, this is amplitude scaling. So, it's 2 divided by the 0.5 or 2 times 0.5 here will be equal to 1. The same time, hindi magbabago yung ating 0 to 2, saka yung 0 to 2 here, pero yung amplitude magiging siyang 1. Okay? Now, ganun lang yung part pag ganito lang kasimple yung ating signal. Now, let's have an example here. Let's start with a discrete time. Wait lang, kukunin ko lang yung cellphone. Okay, this is our example. This is our graph of discrete time signal, xn, and then ito yung kukunin natin. So, ano nakalagay? This is time scaling. So, we have here a scalar k that is multiplied. This is 1/2 to our sample, to our independent variable n. Okay? So, anong gagawin natin dito? Since this is discrete time signal, ano nga yung best way para ma-solve natin pag discrete time signal? Kung natatandaan nyo pa, what is the first thing to do for discrete time?
Mag-introduce po ng values.
Okay, that's correct. You have to assign values for n. Kasi ito naman ay mga samples, no? So, pag-a-assign natin, kailangan natin, yun muna yung gagawin natin. Okay, let's do that. Let's try the letter A, which is yn of x of 2n. Okay, so our equation is y of n equal to x of 2n. Let's assign values. Let's start at 0. Y of 0. No? So y of 0 here is equal to, if n is 0, well, this is also x of 0. Y of 1 will be, if n is 1, it's x of 2. So, diretso lang natin, assigning values, this is x of 4. Y of 3 is x of 6. Y of... So, mag-stop na ako sa 3 kasi wala tayong x of 6 dito. So, since meron tayong mga negative samples, mag-assign ako if n is negative 1. So, this is x of negative 2. If n is negative 2, this is x of negative 4. If n is negative 3, this is x of negative 6. Okay, I'll stop at n equals negative 3. So with this, we can now draw the graph for these particular samples. X of 2n. So for letter A, ano na yung pangalan ni graph ko? Ang pangalan na ni graph ko ay y of n equal to x of 2n. Siyempre, merong label yung x-axis ko which is equal to n. At nandito yung aking 0. Important labels na hindi dapat mawala. Now, from this, yn is equal to x of 2n, ibig sabihin, if my n is equal to 0, equal daw siya sa value ni x of 0. So, saan ako titingin sa x of 0? Dito. X of 0, ano daw yung value niya? Ang value niya ay 4. Therefore, yung at x equal to 0, ang value ko dito ay 4. Okay? Now, if n is equal to 1, this is equal to the value at x n equals 2. Nasaan yun? Ito. Which is, this is 2. This is 1. If n is equal to 1, equal daw siya sa value ng x of 2, which is 2. So, this is 2. At n equals 2, yung value daw niya ay equal dun sa x of 4, which is ito. If n is 2, yung value daw niya ay equivalent sa x of 4, which is 1/2. Okay? If n is 3, ang value daw niya ay equal sa x of 6. Kaya lang wala naman tayong 6 sa part na to, so hindi na to kasama. So doon naman tayo sa negative side. If your n here is negative 1, kukunin natin yung value at x of negative 2, which is ito. So at n negative 1, kunin ko yung value niya, which is positive 2. If n is negative 2, so if my n is negative 2, equivalent siya sa value at x negative 4, which is ito, which is 1/2. Okay? If n is negative 3, equivalent daw siya sa x of negative 6. Wala na naman tayong n na negative 6 here. So basically, ito lang yung magiging graph natin for letter A. Okay? So this will be our final graph. So this is time scaling. If your k is 2, if your k is 2, ano ang gagawin natin dito? Kunin mo yung reverse niya. Ano yung reverse niya? 1/2. So basically, i-multiply mo lang siya. So 1/2 times 4 is 2. Kaya yung duration niya hanggang dito sa. So na-compressed yung ating signal. Okay? So 1/2 times 0 is 0. 1/2 times 2 is 1. 1/2 times 4 is 2. So the same with the on the left side. Okay? So this will be your graph for letter A. Ito lang. So kompleto siya. Okay? So obviously mako-compress siya. Okay, so for letter B, do you have question? Baka may question ha, mag-raise lang ng hand o mag-open mic. So for letter B, ang time scale niya ay 1/2 n or n over 2. So this is our original graph, x of n. Okay? So the same process with this one. So this is 1/2. Now, your k here is equal to 1/2. Kunin mo yung reverse niya, malamang magiging 2. So, meaning, kung 2 yan, i-multiply mo siya dun sa bawat sample, malamang ma-expand siya kasi 2 times 4 will be 8. So, we will be considering 8 up to 8 samples here. Okay? So, let's start again at y of 0. Y of 0, y of 1, y of 2, 3, 4, again, up to 8 samples kasi may expand yung graph natin. Pero there are samples na pwedeng na hindi kasama sa ating graph. Okay? So, if n is 0, so 0 over 2 is x of 0. If 1, this is x of 1/2. Pag 2, x of 1. Pag 3, x of 3/2. Pag 4, x of 2. Pag 5, x of 5 over 2. Pag 6, x of 3. Pag 7, x of 7/2. Pag 8, x of 4. Okay? Meron din tayong negative sample. So, let's continue for our negative samples. Y of negative. Huwag na natin isama yung mga pwedeng hindi kasama. So, y of 1, magiging 1/2. Wala naman tayong 1/2. So, sa 2 na, y of negative 2. So, meron tayong x of negative 1. Pag y of negative 3, Hindi rin, kasi meron tayong fraction, so magkakaroon tayo. So, diretso na tayo sa negative 4. Negative 4 divide 2 is negative 2. Y of negative 6. Negative 5, pwedeng hindi na. So, negative 6. And negative 6 divide 2 is negative 3. And what else? So, we can consider y of negative 8. X of negative 2. Negative 4. So, this is 4. Okay. So, after assigning samples here, pwede na agad tayong dumiretso sa graph. Since may expand, yung ating graph, pagaan natin yung sa y part, sa x part. So, ano na yung pangalan ng ating graph? It is x of n over 2 with n samples sa x-axis and 0. Okay, so let's start. If n is equal to 0, let's start with this. If n is equal to 0, we look at x of 0 sa ating original graph, which is equal to 4. Ito. If 1 half, wala naman tayong x of 1 half. So, tanggalin natin yung mga fraction. Ito hindi kasama. Ito, 7 over 2. Okay? So, diretso tayo. If n is 2, lagay ko na lang dito ay 2. Nandito na ako. If n is 2, titingin ako sa x of 1. Ano yung x of 1 ko? 3. And then, if n is 4, ano yung equivalent niya? Value daw ng x of 2. Ano yung x of 2? X of 2 ko ay 2. If n is 6, titingin ako sa x of 3, which is 1. If n is 8, yun lang ako sa equivalent niya, which is x of 4, and that is 1 half. Okay? And then, dun sa negative samples natin, diretso na ako sa negative 2. Negative 2 is equivalent to x of negative 1, which is 3. And then, negative 4, which is x of negative 2, which is 2. And then negative 6, which is equivalent of negative 3, which is 1. And then the last is 4, negative 8, equivalent siya sa x of negative 4, which is 1 half. So this is now my considered graph, expanded graph of the original signal xn, and this is x of n over 2. So, ito yung pinaka magiging final graph natin. Okay? Itong nasa box na to. Ayan. Okay, do you have any question? Naintindihan ba? Okay. Okay, so since meron tayong face-to-face bukas, i-continue ko na lang yung ating lecture tomorrow para mas magandang magbigay ng example sa face-to-face. Okay? So, I'll see you tomorrow. I will end this. Kung may mga questions kayo, you can ask me tomorrow. And stop na muna tayo sa ating lecture. Anyway, we are naka-advance naman tayo kasi this is for the coverage of your midterm na. But anyway, mas maganda, mas advanced, no? So, continue na lang natin to bukas. Okay? Sige, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye.